your players?
No, he took one of his skeleton henchmen and just chucked it at us.
Should we throw Horace back?
I feel like that's how I would fight. I would just throw my henchmen.
It's a little thing I like to call Final Token!
Oh, God.
Welcome back to the last story. In the last part, we got sent to prison. We were accused of kidnapping Lady Callista.
Meanwhile, in prison. I mean, that's a pretty cool looking prison. And you don't have to sit in a cell by yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to be alone. You get to be with all the people that conspired with you.
Yeah.
But no, it's time to go to court. It's time for your hearing. Yeah, Dagger went first, and then they're just like, alright, Zale's turn. And we get this interactive first-person experience.
Oh, boy. Why is his vision blurry on the sides?
I think it's just supposed to show you
nervous.
that, like, it's, yeah, his anxiety.
This is where we lock up the monsters we capture. Sometimes.
So they also have monsters as well. They have a floor dedicated to the monsters they kidnap.
Oh.
There's the Garak.
He passes and all the Garak are like, ew.
There's a Zagram, the thief guy from earlier.
Oh.
He's in jail as well. That was a nice little nod.
A little touch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, good thing you gave Dagger an actual pants before this. Could you imagine with that camera angle him walking in his little booty shorts?
You mean Zale?
No, Dagger.
Oh. Dagran's not in this cutscene.
I know, but I'm just saying with like that angle and his little booty shorts.
My Lord Inquisitor.
Alright, so here we go.
We have the ferret.
We're calling him the ferret now.
Yeah.
Away from the ball.
He kind of behaves like a ferret.
I can get behind that.
To be on quite familiar terms with the lady. Tell me, was that the first time you liaised with her? That's... I thought not. You've been trying to get close to her for some time, fueled by some unsavory motive, no doubt. You're wrong.
Stop, buddy. You're going to heat up the room.
Yeah, really.
The accused will refrain from speaking out of turn. He will respond only when asked a direct
The
question.
judge looks like Emperor Palpatine.
This man was ordered to take Lady Callista somewhere safe. By General Astar. At that time, there was no one he could entrust with the task.
Okay, so Therius is kind of playing a neutral party right now.
But you did not see the two of them after that, correct?
I know what I saw. I saw this man trying to whisk Lady Callista away, against her will, naturally. That's a lie.
It's the head tilt. That's what makes him
It's
look
the head
like...
tilt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, puppers.
You dare to sully my noble name, commoner.
Noble! All I see is a coward!
The accused will mind his tongue.
And your misdeeds certainly did not end there. You claim to have sneaked aboard a Garak warship and taken it over.
What are you doing, bud?
Then why did you not simply escort Lady Callista back right away? What reason could there possibly have been to put the fair maiden in any further danger?
That's because...
Lord Giral is correct, young man. Have you anything to say?
Alright, so we can say like, hey, Callista asked us to take her away, or be like, there wasn't any time. The problem is, if I'm just like, well, if I tell the truth, that gets Callista in trouble. So Zale's like,
You won't defend yourself?
My Lord Inquisitor, I believe we are wasting our time trying to get the truth from this commoner. Perhaps we should proceed in a manner befitting his status.
Indeed. If he will not answer, then there is only one course of action.
most likely. Or getting whipped. Ouch.
He didn't even flinch.
Oh, this is delicious. It seems the commoner has had enough.
Nothing more we can do now. Let us adjourn. Take him to his cell.
Didn't even cut his jacket open or anything.
You got it easy, boy.
You should know your station.
Be thankful you're not on board the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
That whip's supposed to rip meat and bone. You got it off easy, lad.
Damn. Nothing.
Oh, here we go. When they were youths. And the graphics were just a little better. Re-rendered cutscenes! Yeah, that's Baby Zale.
I told you.
I mean, he looks
Can't
exactly
handle
the
that
same.
sword yet.
Okay, maybe not Baby Zale.
I'm fine. I can do this.
I'm sure this is supposed to be them younger, but
Yeah.
he looks the same.
He just looks the same. Alright.
I feel like if they wanted to show that, like, oh, it's younger, they should have, like, unpierced his ears or taken the feathers out or, like,
Okay.
changed his appearance in some way to show, like,
Don't overdo it.
that he was younger.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, he didn't have abs. Maybe.
Trapped in the
Ah,
dark
I'm
with
stretching.
no way out.
I'm reaching.
Story of my life.
I feel like the feathers and the earrings would be just enough to show that, like, oh, he was younger.
Okay.
Because those are, like,
Oh, no.
to me, those feel like little adornments that you would gain over the course of time.
Yeah, like being a mercenary for a while, you just
Yeah.
have like little touches to show like maturity.
Yeah. So I think that, like, if they would have taken those little things off, then it would have been like, oh, of course, that's in the past.
Gotcha.
Giving Dagrin a different hairstyle,
Yeah.
like a buzz cut or something.
Maybe like long hair. Yeah, buzz cut.
Yeah.
There's a secret place under the
Like a
castle
marine.
that nobody can get
Yeah.
into. There must be some right good treasure there, I thought. So I snuck in. Of course, they found me in no time. Just what have they got hidden down
You're always
there?
bleeding.
I'm always bleeding.
Bloody hell.
Literally.
Oh, okay. I have no weapons to appraise. Whoops!
Whoopsie!
Sorry, Maranya. I bumped her and she was like Luna. She just stood up.
He stood at the back whimpering while we did all the fighting. He'd rather that wasn't known, so he had me thrown in here.
So Jarrell spreading lies that like he was in battle, whereas like he was literally whimpering in the corner while everyone else was fending off the Garak.
We can't
So that's
yield to
nice.
these baseless
Yeah.
accusations.
He's taking all the credit.
Woof.
A lot's changed here since the current count arrived.
I feel this
If
dog
anyone
staring
says a
into my
bad
soul.
word against him, bang, you end up here.
He looks away.
I'll just
Sorry.
ignore him.
I miss the days of the
It's
old
very
days.
hard to ignore someone that is, like, staring directly at you.
It's not a someone, it's a dog.
He is a someone. He's a Wesker.
All
What are
right.
you in here for?
Look at his little face.
They caught me sneaking in.
The shopkeeper's in here too.
Just everyone.
No,
Yep.
I am not a burglar. But my most precious treasure was taken from me. I couldn't stand idly by. I tried to deal with it lawfully, but my social status is a trifle low. They wouldn't deal with someone of my standing.
We'll be seeing a lot of this character in the
Sounds
next
like we're
couple
in the same
parts.
boat.
Okay.
You fellows too?
I feel like this is going to be a side quest.
Yeah.
You're going to go get his shit back.
This is the part of the story where like there's a couple like side stories that develop the characters but don't progress the plot.
Okay.
Oh,
It's similar to like the ones with like Yurik and Maranya.
Yeah, which I think is fine. Like, honestly, for a
'Cause it's,
game
like,
of this length.
Some of them are optional,
Yeah, for a game of this length, like,
but in this playthrough I'll be doing as many as possible.
it's good to develop your characters.
it seems like the guard has
Alrighty.
gone.
So once the guard goes away,
So what is
he's
it?
found a little hole that we can go through.
Take a look at this. I've been digging a hole. I'm an archaeologist, so I know about geology and old buildings. I thought there was something odd about this wall, and I wasn't disappointed.
We can get out of here.
Well,
All right, we have a chance to
monsters
escape.
live in there, so I couldn't
There's
do
gonna
much
be
good on my own.
monsters. You're off the edge of the map,
Like you can
mate.
take care
Here
of
there'll be
yourselves.
monsters.
So, care to help?
I need an upgrade.
Yeah. Before we go down, upgrade my gear. Get me all prepped for battle.
Oh, Master Robin, you lost your arms in battle, but you grew some nice boobs.
How do you spell battle, dearie?
B-A-T-T-E-L. Battle.
Battle. How do you spell entrance?
Shut up.
Nope.
I have 2 words that I just cannot spell, and it's entrance and challenge.
Yep.
I spell them right about 43% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I'm proofreading the guide, and I'm just like, sweetie, you misspelled entrance, and you're just like, fuck.
Well, mainly because I already gave you the pages printed out to be like, hey, go over this and make sure everything is spelled right, and you didn't.
I underlined entrance once, and I just assumed you know,
no,
like the other 18 times.
Because I'm not rereading everything. I'm looking for your notes.
Oh, okay.
So I see on a page, there's no underline, no notes. Cool beans, that page is done.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not like going through and rereading every single thing.
Little did you know. All right, let's change these pants. There we go. We even got armor on one leg.
Just one. Just
Our
one
strong leg.
Take a look at...
So I know that you haven't watched Phineas and Ferb.
No.
But there's an episode where the villain, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, has this like tragic backstory about his mother's like obsessed with kickball. So
Okay.
she only loves his older brother because he's good at kickball, whereas Doofenshmirtz is not good at kickball.
Got you.
So he builds a contraption that he puts on his leg so he can kick the ball, and that's what that
okay.
reminds me of.
That's what that reminds me of. A specific contraption so you can kick the ball.
Yeah. Because his mother's love was inexplicably linked to kickball.
Oh. Alrighty then. Is it a surprisingly deep show, or is it just like silly and random?
I mean, it's silly and random. Like Doofenshmirtz has a tragic backstory of like his family didn't like him.
Okay.
So, but some of them are really goofy like that, where like he couldn't play kickball.
I got you. Alright, so this is our party. We got Horace the archaeologist, Zale, Maranya, and Seren.
I do really like though where he's talking about whenever his family was coming to
Check out this sword.
Ooh, let's make a flame.
He's
He's coming to the new land,
Yeah.
and he was like, "We were on the boat coming to the land of opportunities, but we ended up in America instead."
There's something strange about that wall.
That's nice.
I'll take a look.
Alright, there's a lot of false walls here. We can have Horace check it out, or we can check it out for ourselves.
Master Zale.
It's like, hey, there's something funky there. Horace, psst, go check it out.
Got it. Look for...
Ooh.
A secret passage.
Dude, you are breathing really heavy.
After this part, we're just gonna let him out.
Yeah.
It is a hot-ass day.
It is very hot.
So, like, excuse us if we're a little lethargic.
Yeah, we turn like all the fans and air conditioners and stuff off while we record. So we're like hoping the room stays cool enough that we can get some done.
Yep.
However, it's heating up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's already heating up. See, I went to check out the wall for myself and it blew up in my face. It was just like, don't worry, Horace, I got this
A
one.
bit nippy in here.
Well, there went some
A
HP.
bit nippy in here.
You alright, Maranya?
I'm fine.
A well here. Curious.
Now the cat's trying to bust in.
Yep. Everybody's trying to get in on this.
Horace.
Our animals have been real weird lately.
All right, there's a creepy wall. Horace, check this out. I'm not having something like a hand come out of the well and grab me.
Crawl in.
Thank you, Horace. Got a good view, Maranya.
Oh, seems this
Ooh.
spring is brimming with a mysterious energy.
Mystical
I can
Springs.
feel all that prison grime washing away.
Uh-oh.
There's a
Hi!
spider. My god, that was that horned beetle on the door. I like went to reach for the door and I saw it and I was like, no, no.
You didn't call for help,
I
though?
was like, how am I gonna get inside?
You went like, run, help. You gotta be like, help, help. Take after your kitty. Alright, so like all spiders, it's weak at the backside. There you go. Leave Horace alone. All he has is a crossbow, damn it. too worried about poison because Marania can get rid of it, and I also have that spring, which has healing powers.
Nice.
Damn, Seren's still at level 12. We need to get you back up some levels.
Well, because she was gone for that whole time.
Yeah, but it's interesting how, like, she's still at the same level we left her at. Although, I suppose, like, narrative-wise, she was just in a cell.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like she was still fighting with the Garak.
Right.
She was just in a cell the whole time. There's no EXP in the cell. Nothing I could do.
Fighting off rat bones.
No. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, okay. That's kind of like Dagran's aesthetic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's play around with that for a while.
I think that is the same shirt Dagran wears.
Yeah, I think it is.
And Seren.
Gotcha. Okay.
That wall.
Well, we'll just do that for a while. Change of scenery. You can also change the color if I so wisheth. Damn it! Tell you what, I think Horace is just going to open everything. I don't seem to have good luck. Something opens for him, no explosion. I open it, big explosion. Where is the front of his chest? Oh.
I'll go. Stay out of sight.
This doesn't feel right. Be careful, Zale.
It's a trap. Oh. Oh, I know what's going to happen.
I hope so. You played the game.
Okay. Alrighty then. I was going to say those statues are going to come to life. Here they come. All the big boys. And the big old shields. I'm just ragdolling all over the place. Horace has 1 life left. Awesome. Damn, get me out of here.
I feel like our animals right now are pulling a clue. Let me in! Let me in! Let us out! Let us out!
Yeah. Alright, come on, Horace. We need everybody we can get.
You can't.
Damn it.
Every time you say Horace, I like my brain registers horse.
Nope. It's like Jasper! Horace!
What's that from? 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah, 101
Okay.
Dalmatians. Well, it's here in the blinking papers. Picture and all. Here, puppies. Come on out.
Okay, so what does it mean whenever, like, so Yurik had, like, that big thing like that's his casting, but then it was shattered? Does that mean he was, like, interrupted?
Yes, that means his spell was interrupted.
Like that, okay.
So I gotta go in there, revive them, and take down these goons. Oh, jeez. Just did a body slam. Alright, let's see if I can do some commands to... Well, he's down, so...
Yeah,
that doesn't really help.
Horace is dead.
Yeah, what?
Yurik is dead.
Yurik still has some lives, though. Whereas, like, Horace lost all his lives. But I did find out that, like, that's not permanent.
Serena's
as soon as the battle's over, they all come back.
I do find it odd that Dagran's not there.
Well, he was taken out of court.
Yeah.
And then he, like, disappeared.
But, yeah, that's why I think it's odd, because Zale was also taken to court, whipped, and then sent back to that same cell.
Yeah. So what do you think Dagran said?
I think Zagran.
Zagran.
That's the child of Zale and Dagran. I think Dagran is either a two-timer or working for them.
The Count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not necessarily the Count, but, like, he is working for, like, I want to say the government, like, that, the higher-ups.
Okay.
And that's why every time Zale is like, I want to become a knight, Dagran's like,
Well, we'll see. It's very hard for me to keep secrets. Because sometimes you're just like, maybe. And I'm just like, we got 30 parts before anything relevant to that happens. There is nothing I can do.
It's just me making my theories.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when we were watching Stranger Things and I paused it to tell you my theory.
Oh my god,
and then
5
we watched
minutes
it
before it dropped.
And then we watched it play out and I was like, thank you very much. I like it when I
like,
can do that right before it happens.
You might be onto something.
When I like connect all the dots. I don't like it when it's like the very beginning happens and I just know what's going to go down. Which is what happened with WandaVision. When I was like, I called every single plot point in WandaVision. And I was like, I don't even want to watch it. Like, I know exactly what's going to happen. And that's definitely not fun to watch when you can just call it from the beginning.
So is that what's happening here? You feel you're calling it all from the get-go?
No. No.
All right.
Like, I have my theories, but unlike Stranger Things and WandaVision, I'm not certain.
Okay.
Like, I can see... So my main thought here is that Dagran is kind of like an anti-hero or like an anti-villain.
Okay.
Like he's not necessarily the good guy or the bad guy, but he's definitely not the hero.
Okay.
Like I don't think that he's gonna be like the good guy in all of this. I think that he's double timing. He's playing his team.
Okay.
But I also think that it could be something along the lines of like Dagran was a knight and then realized how shitty the knighthood was and they don't actually do what they should be doing, so he quit the knighthood or got kicked out of the knighthood, and that's why he became a mercenary, because they actually get to do good as mercenaries even though they're like shit on all the time.
Gotcha.
And that's why like his team, when they're like, we want to be knights, he's like, oh yeah, sure, and then he like will purposefully push them away from becoming knights because he knows like, hey, it's shit. You don't want to do it. So I feel like it could go either way.
Gotcha.
I could see either one as a possibility.
Okay.
So I'm not necessarily like, oh, I'm calling it now.
Gotcha.
I just have my theories.
Okay.
So, and as things play out, I'm leaning towards one side.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool. See, whereas for me, I'm just like, how the fuck did I not see this coming when I first played it?
Yeah.
Like, I was seeing it, and, like, they were genuine twists, and I was just like, oh, that's clever, that's cool. When I'm watching this now, playing it, and watching the things that you're catching on, I'm just like, how did I miss this?
See,
was I dumb? Was it the fact that I played it all in one weekend?
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. You played it very rapidly.
So, like, it didn't have time to sit?
But I also think most games, at least most games that we've played thus far, have very basic storylines.
Okay.
This one is definitely more story oriented.
Yeah.
The last story. So I feel like maybe you tend to take storylines in games at face value. Whereas I'm a reader.
Yeah.
I live for the twists and the turns, and this isn't what you thought it was, because I read so many books. So I'm not necessarily looking at playing the game. I didn't enjoy playing the game.
Correct.
Because the story did not capture me. So I'm more story-oriented.
Story-oriented. I mean, it works. Story-oriented.
So I tend to pick up on those things a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Whereas I feel like you are more game-oriented. So does it play well? Is it fun to play? Like,
check it out. I changed Loren's top.
See, like, the little shorts work for her.
Yeah.
She can do the Dagran shouldn't wear the little shorts.
Shen looks good in those little shorts.
Yeah. With her little dress skirt thing over top.
Yeah, the little, like, pink skirt over there. Yeah. Well, not pink.
I think
more
it's
like
yellow.
A peach.
Yeah, it's like a yellowy color. But I think that could be it, too.
Okay.
You tend to take the story at face value and then focus more on how the game plays. Whereas I tend to focus more on the story. Do I like the story of the game and like the way things are unfolding? And I just learn to live with the gameplay.
So would you enjoy, and by would you enjoy meaning I'd have to buy one of these, games that are just the story and you choose the decisions and the dialogue?
I don't know.
Because I don't much care for them, but I know a lot of people like them.
I don't know.
If you're more story driven, I feel like that would be...
I am more story driven, but I still like to play.
Because, like, you can't fail. You just make a decision, and that... It's like a choose your own adventure book.
I feel like I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know how I'd feel about it.
Okay.
I'm not sure, because I've never played one like that. But even, like...
Where it's like, you don't control combat. The game plays itself, and you just have to decide, what do you say, what do you do?
Yeah. See, I don't know. I have no idea.
Visual novel. That's the name of them. They're kind of like a visual novel.
Like, I could see it being cool or I could see it being boring.
Okay. Again, I'm just curious to, like, cater to your tastes.
So
like,
far...
I know I don't much care for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be like, none of that's allowed in my household.
Yeah.
Well, like, oh, this seems
so
neat,
far, my favorite game that I've played is Ys.
Yes.
Where it has just, to me, the perfect melding of story and game.
Okay.
So it's like, I still get to choose the way that certain characters develop by choosing how they respond to situations. But, like, I still get to play the game. I still get to choose where they go, when they go there. I get to fight the monsters, and I'll live.
That is me. Are you okay? I'll live.
Yep.
We'll come down.
So let me ask you this. What was it about Ys that excelled, and I'm just going to go right for the throat, Zelda Link's Awakening?
Isn't very nice. Probably.
I don't think I understood the phrasing.
What was it about Ys that you found better than Zelda Link's Awakening?
Now then,
See, I've never thought to compare the two, because I did really like Link's Awakening as well.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, what made Ys your favorite that didn't make, as soon as you thought of it, Link's Awakening's my favorite?
Of course. See, wind is coming from further inside.
We might have to return to this thought.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think, because again, I've never thought to compare the two, because even though they're very similar, they're also extremely different.
Horace.
I feel like they're surprisingly very similar.
They are. Like they are very similar.
You're alone on an island. You're exploring this island. The island's opening up.
Yeah. I think for me, like, and this might sound weird, Ys has a little bit more hand-holding than the Zelda did.
Ah.
So
okay.
It's like, if I tried to go to a certain area that I couldn't open up yet, it would tell me. It's like, hey, you don't have enough people to be here yet. And it's like, it would show me on the screen, like, you have 4 people and you need 12 people to enter this area.
Okay.
Come back later. And then it would mark it on the map. Whereas for Link's Awakening, it has the pins, and I didn't realize it had the pins until way later. So I didn't actually utilize that feature.
Gotcha.
But it was also, I kind of like wandered around. I didn't really know where I was supposed to go.
Okay.
But the map wouldn't open up as soon as you enter in, but I didn't know why it wouldn't open up then.
Gotcha.
So I think that Ys had just a little bit more hand-holding.
Okay.
But they are very similar and both very good games.
Cool.
And I enjoy both of them, but I think even the storyline, I think I liked a little bit more for Ys.
Okay.
It just felt fuller and more developed.
Oh, that was quick. We took down that Necromancer in just a few swipes.
Horace.
Nope, we didn't take him down. He disappeared.
Calm down and light a lamp.
He just flat out disappeared. Oh. Secret passage beneath its coffin. Well, righty then. Because, like, part of me wonders, does she just like games about islands?
Maybe.
Being stranded on an island?
I don't know.
We'll find out, because Ys 9 does not have an island.
I'm really excited to start Ys 9. I'm still going to hold, though, to finishing Ys 8 and then trying to finish up some of the games that I started that I haven't finished.
Gotcha.
And then treating myself to Ys 9 as like my reward
Oh,
for
no.
finishing up
Big boner.
all these games. Big boner.
Undead King. Yep. Got ourselves a big bone here.
Got ourselves a big boner here.
Got ourselves a big boner here. Yep. Undead King. Oh my god. Ah!
Did he just yeet one of your players?
No, he took one of his skeleton henchmen and just chucked it at us.
Should we throw Horace back?
I feel like that's how I would fight. I would just throw my henchmen.
It's a little thing I like to call Final Token!
Oh god.
That is one of the funniest. So it's like this old Newgrounds Flash called 8-Bit Theater. And like, he's just like, we're surrounded. What do we do? I have a plan. All right, let me in. It's a little something I like to call Fighter Token! And he throws the fighter.
Oh my god.
He just chucks them at the enemy.
Well, that just makes me think of Get Help.
Yep.
Which I love was totally improvised by the actors.
I love that too.
That it wasn't a thing, and now it's like this huge thing.
We are not doing get help.
Help! My brother needs help!
Fuck you, Loki! I hate get help. Oh, you loved it. No, I didn't. I do like it when like monster AI does that because brace yourself, kiddies. I'm about to talk positive about Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild has these things called like big ogre like moblins, and they'll take the little goblins and throw them at you if they're out of a weapon.
It makes me think of that idea we had where the mama kangaroo like throws her baby roos.
Yes.
And I'm just like, are they terrified or are they vicious? Are they scared that they are now flying through the air? Or are they like, yes, I'm at high speeds? like I just want to look through the eyes of the flying enemies. That are now being.
Well, in this case, they were cold, dead, hollow skeleton eyes.
Just rattling through the air.
It was just like, this is my purpose. At last, my purpose has been fulfilled. My reason for existence. Alright, so there we go. We felled the Undead Legion. So if there's all these undead monsters here, the Necromancer must be right up this stairwell. Beyond this door. Alright, in the next part, we're gonna finish taking out the Necromancer.
Let's do it. Toodles!